Hi everyone, and welcome to Odie's Pop-Up Kitchen. I hope you're all staying safe, doing well, and enjoying whatever it is that you're doing today. Now, we're gonna do a cornmeal pudding. I'm not a baker, but I like cornmeal pudding and potato pudding, and I like to try new stuff. So we have 3 cans of coconut milk that we're gonna use. We have some cornmeal. We're gonna use about 2.5 cups of it. And then we're gonna just use 1 cup of flour because the flour will bring it all together so that when it's baked, it sticks together, it doesn't fall apart. We're gonna add some sugar to the milk. We're gonna add some vanilla, some cinnamon, all those good stuff. So let's get going. All right, so we did say we're gonna put 2.5 cups of cornmeal in there. We already have 1 cup in. This is our 2nd cup. And this is our 1/2 cup of it. We're gonna add a cup of flour and then I'll show you the other steps. 1/2 cup and another cup. So a whole cup of flour and 2.5 cups of cornmeal. So this is 1.5 tablespoons of grated nutmeg. And the reason why I sieve it, you could see the hardness of it. We don't want that in there because then you're gonna be biting stuff. All right, so we have that. We're gonna add some salt, not a lot. I am gonna add about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt to this. I think that's enough. And then we're gonna just mix this together. Isn't that beautiful? The cornmeal, the cinnamon smells so good. All right, so we're gonna let this rest for now. We're gonna work on our coconut milk. So we have some sugar here. And we are going to add as much as we possibly can. This is too big, so I have no idea where I put. Wait. So we're gonna put about 2 cups of sugar in here. So 1/3 and another 1/3. So we have our 3 cups of coconut milk and 2 cups of brown sugar. So we're gonna add some vanilla now. So that's 1 tablespoon and another tablespoon. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons in here. I love vanilla and I think it gives a very good flavor to your stuff when you're baking. So I'm just gonna whisk this around. So the sugar is dissolved. Now there's a little thing in our house, when you whisk this so good and it gets all that bubbles, the leftovers, we get ice, like the crushed ice, and we make it into a drink. I wanna put some rum in it for the people that are over 21, feel free, I do that. But my kids love drinking the leftovers, you know, that has no alcohol in it. When you bake, you can put a little bit of rum in it. It brings up the flavor of the sugar and all of the spices in it. All right, so once I'm done mixing this, we're gonna combine everything. You wanna taste it because you wanna make sure that it's the sweetness is exactly what you want. There's no right or wrong way. Some people does not like their stuff when it's sweet, like it's overly sweet. So if you choose to not want it, if it's not sweet enough, add some more sugar. This is wonderful. I'm gonna put just a pinch of salt. Salt brings out the flavor of that. What I forgot to add to my mixture here, which is my dry mixture, was some cinnamon. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of cinnamon powder. Now we're gonna combine all of this. I think I want it to be a little bit sweeter. So let me add like another 1/3 cup of sugar. Not a whole cup or a half, just a little. All right, so this is our cornmeal, 2.5 cups of cornmeal, 1 cup of flour. We have 1.5 tablespoons of grated nutmeg, and then we have a tablespoon of cinnamon powder mixed together, some salt. I think it was like a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 tablespoon of salt. And then in this, We have 3 cans of coconut milk. We have 3 tablespoons of vanilla. I added a little bit of salt to it, a pinch of salt again. And then we added 2.5 cups of brown sugar. So we whisk it, the sugar is out of it. Now we're gonna slowly combine all of this. So let's just switch this out for a little bit. Get me a spoon. And we're gonna save some of this because we need it to put on the top of the pudding to make that custard. So we're just gonna, ooh. Talk about a mess. Dear God, if you're in your kitchen, you don't make a mess, it's a miracle, but we'll keep moving. I'll change my shirt later. Take your time, don't be as rough as me, that's my problem. Arms are too strong. Alrighty, so we're just gonna work this in. Work this in. Smells so good. Take our time, because there's a certain consistency that we want. Once it all comes together, we're gonna use our whisk to make it smooth. But we just wanna get it all in there. Okay. Nice. All right, so we're gonna add some more. We do this slowly because we don't wanna have it become too watery, and then it's not gonna be like the right consistency when you bake it. All right, so now we can start using our whisk. And do it slowly, don't be like me, Hercules arms. This is quite a workout too. Yeah, beautiful. And you want to get in the corners, make sure there's no lump, and that's why we sieve it, to make sure there's no lump in there. Now I have my oven going at 350, which is what we're gonna put this in at. We're gonna pop it out. It's gonna be in there for about 45 minutes. We're gonna take it back out and add the topping on there. When we put it in, we're gonna add some butter on top, and then we're good. So let me just keep doing this. Let's check the consistency of it. And I'm gonna use a metal spoon. Oh dear. I am not prepared with my spoon. We need a metal spoon because I want you to be able to see the coating on the spoon. This is what you want, that consistency. It sticks to the spoon, but it's not lumpy, and it's rolling off easily. So we're good. My pan is already sprayed. We're just gonna pour this in and put some butter on top. All right. All right, so I had to do a wardrobe change because I messed up my clothes with my arms being so strong, but here we go. So my pan, you can flour this. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna pour this in, and if you see how smooth this is, we're not gonna bring it all the way to the top because we need room for it to add the additional coconut milk on top, which is gonna form the custard on there. I have some small containers, and these are great if you wanna give somebody, you know, a gift. This is perfect for that. So we're gonna load these up like that, and we'll do the same for both. I think I might be able to get a third one out of this. Okay, isn't that gorgeous? Now, what we're gonna do, before we pop it in the oven, we're gonna add some butter to this. So just gonna put a little butter here. And this will help. Believe me, it'll be oh so good. Much better good. All right, my hands are clean. Don't worry, people. It's your kitchen, it's your food. All right. Don't be afraid to use them hands. All right. If you have steak butter, you can cut it in there. I don't, so I'm using what I have. All right, so we're just gonna pop them in, and the oven is right on time. Don't those look so good? All right, so we'll see you in 45 minutes, and then we're gonna add this beautiful coconut milk to it. 30 minutes in, but these are smaller, so they'll cook. They'll bake quicker than the bigger ones. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quote this, and And because the sugar is in it, it's gonna caramelize and make like a nice custard on top. We're gonna put these back in, and when it gets all gooey, we're gonna take it out. All right, and put some more on there. That's it. We're gonna do the same for the bigger one, and then you'll see what it all looks like at the end. All right, so we're doing the larger one. And just gonna cover that. Now we're gonna put it back in the oven until it becomes caramelized. Our cornmeal pudding is ready. And my luck, we have some leftovers from the coconut milk. And this has the vanilla and brown sugar mixed together, whipped. And I put a glass in the freezer and took it out, add some ice. Does not look like some Baileys or something. It looks so good. Yeah, honey. So I'm gonna have me some of this. Yes. So good. All right, let's get back to business. So our cornmeal pudding. This is the end result. You see the custard on top. We have some small ones. Like I said, these are great for gifts, individual size. So all we did, we sieved 2.5 cups of cornmeal, 1 cup of flour, not self-rising, regular flour. We also sieved our 1.5 tablespoon of cinnamon powder. We added some salt in there, about a half a teaspoon. In our wet mixture, we added 3 cans of coconut milk, 2 3/4 of brown sugar to that coconut milk, 3 tablespoons of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. Whisk that all together. Then we slowly combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. The reason for doing it slowly, which I made a mess in the beginning, is to make sure that you don't put too much liquid and then you spoil the mixture. Once we were done, we sprayed our container. We placed it into the pan, but we added some butter on top of it. That will gives it an added moisture to the pudding so it's not dry. After that, we gave it about 45 minutes. We pulled it back out and we added the leftover mixture with the coconut milk and sugar and all that good stuff. So we're gonna cut open one of these. They're warm, but this one, I took it out before. So I wanna see what this is like. Yeah, oh dear. Hold on, using the wrong thing. Let me just work in what I got. Should have taken it out and put it, this is warm, so I gotta be careful with it. Here we go. That's better. I'm gonna slice it. Again, it's warm. You're not supposed to do this when it's warm, but I like it when it's warm. If you have ice cream, now that's when it's good. If you had some ice cream to add to this. But all I'm gonna do is, well, let's taste it. It's warm, it's not gonna be the same. Look at that, look at the gooiness of it. You wanna cut this when it's cool. It's warm now, so it's not firm. But when it's cool, I will cut another one and show it to you guys. But this is good. If you want to eat this warm, some vanilla ice cream, perfect. Thank you for watching. I hope you watch this video, share this video, like this video. Thank you for every like, click, and subscription. I hope you'll try this recipe. It's really quick, simple, and easy. And I'll see you soon.